Pineal gland. All right, so now we're going to talk about the pineal gland, what it is, where it's located, right? So another name for the pineal gland is also called the third eye. Whether it was the Mayans or the Tibetans, somebody, I remember, said it was called the third eye, right? Again, a lot of investigation, or maybe even in Hinduism, it was called the third eye because it's signifying this inner light, this inner chakra. But we're not going to get into that. I'm going to actually get to the anatomy and the physiology of it, of what it actually does, right? So the pineal gland is located on the roof of the third ventricle in the brain, and its main function, it's an endocrine hormone, is for the secretion of a hormone called melatonin. So melatonin has a lot of physiological effects on the body, secreted again from the pineal gland. And the multiple function, the main function, is it's responsible for circadian rhythm. Circadian rhythm is a phenomenon that takes place during sleep. So if I were to say, what does melatonin do? Circadian rhythm is responsible for the regulation of sleep. Right? Rhythm. Learn how to spell. Okay. So circadian rhythm, right? So when melatonin is present, you have a normal sleep cycle. And they say papers that whenever you get older, your levels of melatonin begin to drop. And so you have an abnormality in this circadian rhythm, which eventually leads to the decrease in sleep. And this can lead to problems, right? So a lot of people, when they get older, or have a lack of sleep at a young age, begin to supplement this melatonin, right? You go to Trader Joe's, Jimbo's, or something like that, pick this up, and they take it, in order to help regulate their sleep, okay? Because that's the main function of melatonin that is very widely studied, okay? Another function, it's an antioxidant. So melatonin is an antioxidant. So when you have a lot of free radicals that are present in your body, bloodstream, whatever, antioxidants come in as scavengers, and they grab these free radicals, and then they reduce them, right? So antioxidants, they do the opposites. And so when they reduce them, right, they become more stable, and they can enter other physiological processes to either be converted to water, oxygen, carbon dioxide, or other kind of molecules that are not harmful, right? So it also plays a big role as an antioxidant. Another role it plays is also in the immune system, right? So how does it play a big role in the immune system? So in the immune system, there has been papers that shows that melatonin is anti-inflammatory. So it prevents any kind of inflammation, right? And it also has a big role in fighting certain kinds of, again, this is all speculation too with a lot of these papers, is it's been proven to fight instances of infections like HIV and even some therapies for tumors, right? But again, still a lot of investigation needs to be taking place in order for this to take place, right? But again, there have been research where this phenomena has taken place, right? And also, the final thing that melatonin is responsible for that has been shown again under some speculation is reproductive function. So when I mean reproductive function, I'm really talking about fertility. So the circadian rhythm has been going hand in hand with the reproductive system, and any kind of abnormality has shown any kind of instances of lack of fertility. So because melatonin is regulating circadian rhythm, right? So if I put a little arrow here, and circadian rhythm is responsible for the absence or presence of fertility in the reproductive system, there are papers that show that melatonin actually is responsible for instances of infertility. So lack of melatonin has shown instances of lack of fertility. Again, these last couple that I talked about, reproductive and immune system, again, these are all still speculative, but there have been a lot of research showing that the actual potency of melatonin in these different body systems and how it's important for maintenance of this homeostasis.